Alright, so I accidentally like threw it across the room when I pulled it out of the freezer just now, so like the fact that they're broken is 100% my fault and not KitKat's fault. Hi, what the hell are you doing? Sup, my dude? Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're 100% not gonna do that. My cat's attacking me from down under. Okay, so I feel like today's video is it's just a good one. Like without even having tried anything yet, we've got Oreos, we've got KitKats, we've got M&Ms, we've got Krispy Kreme, we have a brand new chocolate bar, sort of, question mark. I don't know, I feel like we're gonna need to get to the bottom of that one. But yeah, I'm excited for today's video. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, first off, hi, hello, and welcome. And second, I do taste testing videos every week. Every other week, I do them twice a week. So you came on a good day because there's a lot of good stuff today. But then again, next week, I'm doing one of my mystery country unboxings. Like it's all snacks and candy from like a specific country, and I don't know until I open it. So I got one of those coming next week. So I'd highly recommend subscribing if snacks and candy are something that appeal to you. Because like I said, that's pretty much all we do here. I do have a vlog channel though, if that interests you as well. But anyways, let's get into it because I'm really excited. I feel like I'm sort of like slouchy right now, and it's because my cat is underneath me attacking the blanket that is underneath my legs. So yeah, all right, let's just get into it. Okay, so first up, these are brand new M&Ms that I wasn't exactly sure when they would be coming out, but I happened to randomly look down in a store and I sadly forget which one. I think it might have been Walmart or Dollar General. No, I don't think it was Dollar General. I'm really sorry. I don't 100% remember where I found these. But I looked down and happened to see them and I was like, oh, I knew those were coming out. I didn't know they were coming out now. So I'm guessing they're kind of rolling out right now, but they are orange vanilla cream M&Ms. Okay, the smell of orange cream hits you immediately, but then you do get like a sort of sweetness following it. It's a little strange, so I'm interested. And they're bright orange and white. Okay, in a recent video, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head right now what it was. I taste tested something that was orange cream or orange creamsicle flavored. Hello, Silly. He's mad because he has chosen 2 toys to play with so far since I started filming, and they have both been the 2 noisiest toys that he has. So he's probably a little annoyed at me right now. But anyways, when I recently taste tested something that was like an orange creamsicle flavor, I remember saying in it something along the lines of like, it's good, but it feels like orange cream flavor is just something that should be cold. It's something you expect to be cold, and when it's not, it almost causes it to miss the mark a little bit. So these are good. They're really nice. I think they're the kind of thing that, unless you're a massive orange creamsicle lover, you're not really gonna want to sit there and munch on. Like, they're good. I'm glad I've tried them, but I'm not going to be inclined to like have to stop myself from eating this whole bag, if that makes sense. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a few of them and put them in the freezer and see if by the end of the video they're cold enough for me to get like, I don't know, see if they're any different. Because for example, peanut butter M&Ms, if you have never put those in the freezer, do yourself a favor and put them in the freezer. They're so good. God, I bought myself a coffee. Okay, so I don't know why I did that. Next up is something that when I saw it, I was like, what? So I was at Walgreens checking out, and they have this bar that was at the checkout. It says it's new, and it's called a Hoosie What's It. It says it's crunchy and creamy. It says the candy bar is named by Lisa M. And it says it's chocolatey crisps, and peanut butter candy bar. Now, so here's what it looks like. And I saw it and I was like, is that supposed to be like a whatchamacallit? Or like is this a candy bar that's already out and they're going with like a whole new shtick of like it being named by, because they all said Hoosie What's It, and they all said candy bar named by Lisa M. And I guess I don't really get it. So I'm gonna go grab my computer and we're gonna do a little research because I don't really know what's up with this. It's new, it's a brand new candy bar. All three of those things, chocolate, chocolatey crisps, and peanut butter candy bar, sounds really good. I feel like this is gonna be delicious, but I wanna know what's up with it. All right, let's see. What's it bar? Okay, so one of the first things that popped up as a suggestion was Hoosie What's It versus whatchamacallit. Okay, it's made by Hershey. Oh, okay. All right, so this is an article I found on Food Network's website that came out in January of this year, and the title of the article says, I tried Hoosie What's It, the first bar launched by the whatchamacallit brand in a decade. So the whatchamacallit candy brand released a new bar called the Hoosie What's It, making it its first new sweet treat in 10 years. And so this released in January, so I did not know that. Okay, so it is different from a whatchamacallit. The original creation was made of peanut butter crisp coated in a thin layer of chocolate, where, like I said, this is chocolate, chocolatey crisps, and peanut butter candy bar. Okay, and so then it says the brand called on fans to submit their most creative naming ideas for the new bar, and the stakes were high, $5,000 in a year's supply of the confection. After more than 43,000 entries, the whatchamacallit brand declared the name Hoosie What's It, submitted by Lisa M, which is why that's on there. Cool. All right, so now we know a little bit history behind the Hoosie What's It. Let's try it. That's really interesting. So the bottom layer is a layer of those crispy crunchies that they're talking about, and then a very thin layer of peanut butter at the top. The flavor is really nice. The crunch is really fun. I would say the only downside is that it's kind of sweet. It's a little sweeter than I was expecting. I think a nice way to cut the sweetness would be with a tiny bit of salt. If they added just a hint of salt in there, I think that would help, because I personally could not eat this entire bar. It is so sweet. But I think if you added a little saltiness to it, probably could. Ooh, or added pretzels to it, that would be so bomb. But that would be a totally different product. So anyways, with that being said, it's really good, and I definitely think worth the try, and I think learning its origin story was pretty fun. So yeah, with that being said, let's move on. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever done popcorn before. If I have, I feel like it's been in like one of my healthy snack taste testing videos, which I do have one of those coming up soon. If you know of any healthy snacks that you think I should taste test for that, please leave them in the comments below. I'm excited to do another one of those. I already have a couple things, but I do need to find a few more, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. But with that being said, this is from the brand Smart Food, and it is clearly Krispy Kreme popcorn. And I don't really think there's anything more that I have to say to that. Oh, it's original glazed donut flavor, but I feel like that's not surprising. So let's see how that is. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting, I really thought there would be like a coating, like a thicker coating on it, because I don't know, I was expecting it to look more like caramel corn. Okay, this is very interesting. It reminds me actually more of Rice Krispie Treat flavor than anything else. Like if they called this Rice Krispie Treat popcorn, I'd be like, oh yeah, that definitely tastes like Rice Krispie Treats. Like I get almost like a marshmallowy sweetness, but then again, I guess that could be similar, a marshmallow and the glazing on a donut. I don't see why the sweetness in that can't be too, I mean, I guess they are kind of similar. Oh, he found his noisy toy and he just flicked it into his food bowl. Nice. Anyways, this is really good. It's got a really nice sweetness to it. I understand why it's not a thick, heavy coating, because there is enough flavor on there that you don't need more than that. It reminds you of kettle corn in a way, in the way of sweetness, but it's a very different kind of sweetness. This stuff is very tasty, and I like that it's not a thick coating. I'm glad it didn't end up being a thick coating, because it makes it that I feel like you can eat more. It's not too heavy. It's nice and light. I like it. Ooh. All right, I finally did the thing that I have been saying for so many videos that I was going to do, which is every time I review a KitKat, I'm always like, oh, I should have put some in the freezer because for some reason, and I don't know if it's just me and my friends, whenever we taste test Kit Kats, I personally think they taste better in the freezer. I think they're delicious on their own, but there's something about them being in the freezer that they're just even better. So I bought 2 packs of the fruity cereal Kit Kats, and I put one in the freezer. So I've got one here. We're gonna taste test this, and then I'm gonna skedaddle over to the freezer and grab the frozen one to see how it compares. So yeah, I think we all know what they were going for on this. This is supposed to mimic Fruit Loops, so let's see how they do. And if you don't know, if you've never seen me taste Kit Kats before, Kit Kat is just really good at what they do. They do a really good job of hitting the nail on the head when it comes to flavors. If they say that it is going to taste like apple pie with ice cream on the side, you get the apple, you get the pie, you get the ice cream on the side. Like they're very good at what they do. So hopefully that good at what they do continues with these. Okay, so first off, they've got cute little colorful sprinkles in them, which is very fun. It smells sweet and fruity. Okay, they put a picture of Fruit Loops on the front of this, but I personally think these taste like Fruity Pebbles. That tastes like Fruity Pebbles to me, and I don't know if maybe they did that on purpose, like they just said fruity cereal, and they didn't use a picture of Fruity Pebbles because they didn't want to get in trouble, or if they were going for a combination of both, because I do also get a Fruit Loop type flavor. Either way, it's almost like the best kind of combination of Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and chocolate. Let's see how the frozen ones taste. Alright, so I accidentally threw it across the room when I pulled it out of the freezer just now, so the fact that they're broken is 100% my fault and not Kit Kat's fault. Oh god. There's just something about the texture when they're frozen that is just so good. I think that's why I like them better frozen, because I like the texture and the crispiness that you bite into. It's crispy and crunchy, but you definitely get the flavor better when it's not frozen, which is not a surprise. It's just kind of how chocolate is in general. Though, to be fair, white chocolate isn't really chocolate, but that's a whole discussion for another day. So, anyways, it's time to get into the finale. And if you're new here, you may not know, but I like to do this little thing where I try to save the best for last, or I save what I'm hoping is the best for last. And today, that happens to be apple cider donuts. Apple cider donut, hello, Oreos. Okay, either way, you get it. You know what we're going for. Oreo is another one that typically they do a pretty good job of hitting the flavors on the head, but they don't always. Please see the multitude of Oreo taste testings that I have done on this channel, because there's actually been a couple that have been just Oreo, and then there's a bunch of others where Oreo's just mixed in. I've taste tested a lot of Oreos. So here we are. Now, these are limited edition. I believe they're new. They're the third in the donut collection. So they did a strawberry frosted donut not too long ago, and they did another donut one at some point. So this is the third donut one, and I'm very interested to see how this is, because I'm expecting a lot of flavor, because when you think about an apple cider donut, you get an apple flavor, you get the you get the cinnamon-y fall flavors and the layer of donut. So I'm interested to see how well they do of layering the flavors in this. So oh wow. Okay, so first off, it smells like this local apple, fresh fruit farm that is by my house, where they harvest apples and they make apple fritters and donuts and all kinds of delicious stuff. This smells like that place, so I'm already taking that as a good sign. I would say they look nicely stuffed. Oh, they smell so good. Okay. I'm gonna have to say that of all of the Oreos I have ever taste tested, these might be the most accurate when it comes to flavor. Like, the flavor of that is so good. Like, when I finished chewing my first bite, if you could somehow hypnotize me and convince me that I just ate a donut, I'd be like, no, yeah, that makes sense. Like it tastes like I just ate an apple cider donut. Wow, I'm very impressed. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to say it's my favorite Oreo that I've ever had, but when it comes to the flavor profile, they killed it. I personally think these would taste amazing in a cold glass of milk, because I think that layer of coldness would add a little something. Now, to be fair, it's summertime and I'm a little warm, so that may be why I'm trying to make everything colder right now. And these are definitely a couple fall items. Well, at least this is definitely a fall item. But with that being said, if you like apples, apple cider, donuts, apples, Oreos, whatever, these are 100% worth a try. I massively enjoy these. I think they did a really good job of hitting the flavor on the head. I'm impressed, very impressed. Wait, do you want some Oreos? Well, all right, so with that being said, I would love to know your thoughts if you've tried any of this stuff, what you think, if you want to or plan to after this video. You know, I would just love to know your thoughts. Let's talk snacks and candy in the comments below. Sir, what are you pacing in front of me for? He likes to be wherever I am at all times. When I'm sitting on my desk, this is what happens. And if you're ever wondering, I don't eat at this table. It is my kitchen table, but we don't eat at it, like, ever. The only eating that gets done at this table is the taste testings. Other than that, it's just used to, like, put shit on. So no worries on that end if you're ever curious as to why I just let my cat walk all over the table, because we don't eat on this table. That's why. So yeah, anyways, all right, so that wraps up today's video. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.